उत्तमश्लोके
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी.
Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1 Chapter 18 Verse 6. Today we will read 5 slokas 6 to 10. Everything. So, can you hear me? You can't.
Yes,
sir.
yes, Prabhu.
Oh, only refresh. No, mouse is not okay. Keyboard is okay. Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1 Chapter 18 Verse 6 Yasminnahaniharyarhyeva
यस्मिन्नहनि यद्हेवा
Bhagavan Utsasarjadgam
भगवान उत्सर्जताम्
Tadaivehanuvruto Ashvam
तथैव गृहाणो वृतो असाव
Adharma Prabhava Kali
अधर्म प्रभव कलि
Yasminnahaniharyeva
यस्मिन्नहनि यद्हेवा
Bhagavan Utsasarjagam
भगवान उत्सर्जताम्
Tadaivehanuvruto Swav
तदैव हानुवृतो वसा
Adharma Prabhava Kali
अधर्म प्रभव कलि
Yasminnahaniharyeva
यस्मिन्नहनि यद्हेवा
Bhagavan Utsasarjagam
भगवान उत्सर्जगाम्
Tadaivehanuvruta Asav
तदैव हानुवृतो वसा
Adharma Prabhava Kali.
अधर्म प्रभव कलि.
Yeah, only one recite.
यस्मिन् अहनियर्हेवा
यस्मिन्नहनि
Yasminnahaniharyeva
भगवान् उत्ससर्जगाम्
Bhagavan
भगवान
Utsasarjagam
उत्सर्जगाम्
तदैवेहानुवृतो अस्वा
तदैव
Tadaivehanuvruto
हानुवृतो
Sav
अधर्मा प्रभवा कली.
Adharma
अधर्म
Prabhava
प्रभव
Kali.
कलि.
Translation by purport by His Divine Grace of Charnarunder Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
जय.
Synonyms: Yasmin, on that.
Yasmin, on that.
Ahani, very day.
Ahani
Adhani,
very
very day.
Yarhieva, in the very moment.
Yar Eva
Yarviva,
is
in the
very
very
moment.
moment.
Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead.
Bhagavan, the
God is
personality
the
of
personality
Godhead.
of Godhead.
Utsa Sarja, left aside.
Utsasarja,
left
left
aside.
aside.
Gam, the earth.
Gam,
Gam,
earth.
Yar,
Tada, at that time.
Tada
Tada,
at that
at that
time.
time.
Eva, certainly.
Eva
Eva,
certainly.
certainly.
Iha, in this world.
Iha in
Iha,
this
in
world.
this world.
Anuvrita followed.
Anuvrita
Anuvrita followed.
followed.
Asau, he.
Asau,
Asa, he.
Adharma, irreligion.
Adharma is
Adharma,
religion.
irreligion.
Prabhava, accelerating.
Prabhava,
Prabhava,
accelerating.
accelerating.
Kali, the personality of quarrel.
Kali,
Kali,
the
the
personality of
personality of
quarrel.
quarrel.
Translation. The very day and moment the personality of God and Lord Sri Krishna left this earth,
The very
The
day and
very
moment
day
the
and
personality
moment
of
the
Godhead
personality of Godhead, Lord
left
Sri
this earth,
Krishna left this earth,
the personality of Kali, who promotes all kinds of irreligious activities, came into this world.
the
the
personality of
personality
Kali
of
who
Kali, who
promotes all
promotes
kinds of
all kinds
irreligious
of
activities
irreligious
in this world.
activity, came into this world.
Purport.
The
Purpose.
personality of
The
the personality
personality,
of पढ़िए
the personality of Godhead and His holy name, qualities, etc., are all identical. The personality of Kali was not able to enter the jurisdiction of the earth due to the presence of the personality of Godhead. And similarly, if there is an arrangement for the constant chanting of the holy names, qualities, etc., of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there is no chance at all for the personality of Kali to enter. That is the technique of driving away the personality of Kali from the world. In modernized human society, there are great advancement of material science, and they have invented the radio to distribute sound in the air. So instead of vibrating some nuisance sound for sense enjoyment, if the state arranges to distribute transcendental sound by resounding the holy name, fame, and activities of the Lord as they are authorized in the Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, then a favorable condition will be created. The principles of religion in the world will be re-established, and thus the executive heads who are so anxious to drive away corruption from the world will be successful. Nothing is bad if properly used for the service of the Lord.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanamnyanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangun Langaite Girimet Kripatamam Vande Sri Gurum Devatarinam Paramanandamavam Sri Chaitanyameswaram. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya भूतले श्रीमते जयपताक स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमो आचार्य पादाय निताय कृपप्रदायिने गौरकथा दामदाय नगर ग्रामतारिणे नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादे पाश्चात्यादे सतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Raya Nama Krishna, Yadavaya Nama, Gopal Govindaram, Srimad Sudhana. So, this is a very nice verse that the moment Krishna left, immediately Kali has entered. So, which means that Krishna is non-different from his name, form, pastimes, entourage, etc. And as long as Krishna was there, Kali was not able to enter. As soon as Krishna left, in that very moment, Kali has come. Now, if we want to be bereft of Kali, have Krishna. That is the solution we are seeing. And Krishna is non-different from his holy name. So when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna is present. And where there is Krishna present, Kali cannot come. This is very simple definition we can understand from this sloka and the purport in which Srila Prabhupada is explaining beautifully. So chanting Hare Krishna means no Kali's influence. This is for sure. This is guaranteed. How it is guaranteed? From Guru Sadhu Shastra. Prabhupada writes and the Shastra says also, and Guru says also, that when you chant Hare Krishna, Kaler nasteva 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 gadiranyata. There is no other way, no other way, no other way to eradicate Kali other than chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name. Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Harir Nama eva kevalam. So this has been confirmed by all Sadhu Guru Shastras. So we must be very careful to have this Kali not enter in our life. For that, we have to constantly chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that is very, very important so that you can avoid Kali. So the secret has been given by Parikshit Maharaj by asking to Sukadeva Goswami in 12th canto. You will see that how wonderfully he has given this. Kali Reko Mahan Guna Hai. In this Kali Yuga, one Mahat Guna, one great quality of this Kali Yuga is that when you chant Hare Krishna Kirtana Deva Krishna Say, when you chant Hare Krishna Mahamadra, Kali himself will not be available there. So this is a very beautiful and simplest way of eradicating Kali. You don't need to be a very strong warrior of physical strength or greatest argument, what do you call that, logician with a full dint of knowledge. You don't need to be. You have to be a simple, humble devotee chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, to eradicate Kali from your life. So please have this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra all the time in your life to keep Kali away. Everything has its utility. And a man who is situated in complete knowledge knows how and where to apply a thing for its proper utility. This body we have got as a bad bargain. So we have to make best utility of this body by chanting and hearing Krishna Katha all the time. So this is very important. So let's go to the next verse. So that's the purport of this verse, that you should keep yourself in Krishna consciousness so that Kali will not pervade your life. Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1, Chapter 18, Verse 7. Nanudveshti Kalim Samrat.
Nanudveshti Kalim Samrat.
Saranga iva sarabhuk.
Saranga iva sarabhuk.
Kushalani ashu siddhyanti.
Kushalani yasu siddhyanti.
Netarani kritani yat.
Netarani kritani yat.
Yeah.
Nanudveshati Kalim Samrat.
Nanudveshti Kalim Samrat.
Saranga iva sarabhuk.
Saranga iva sarabhuk.
Sarabhuka.
Kushalani ashu siddhyanti.
Kushalani
Kusalani
ashu
siddhyanti.
siddhyanti.
Netarani kritani yat.
Netarani
Netarani
krutani
kritani
yat.
yat.
Nanudveshti Kalim Samrat.
Nanudveshati Twesti Kalim Samtat
Saranga iva sarabhuk.
Saranga
Saranga
Iva
iva
Sarabhuk
sarabhut.
Kushalani ashu siddhyanti.
Kushalanya
Kushalanya Siddhyanti
susiddhyanti.
Netarani kritani yat.
Netarani
Netarani kritani
Kritani
yat.
Synonyms, none, never.
No,
No,
never.
never.
Anudveshti, envious.
Anudveshti envious.
Anudvesti, envious.
Kalim, unto the personality of Kali.
Kalim
Kalim,
and
unto the
personality of
personality
Kali.
of Kali.
Samrat, the emperor.
Samrat
Samrat,
the emperor.
emperor.
Saramgha, realist, like the bees.
Saramga
Saranga,
realist like
realist like
bees.
the bee.
Iva, like.
Eva
Eva,
like
like
Sarabhuk, one who accepts the substance.
Sarabhuk.
Sarabhut, one who accepts the substance.
Kushalani, auspicious subjects.
Kushalani
Kushalani,
auspicious object.
auspicious objects.
Ashu, immediately.
Ashu
Ashu,
immediately.
immediately.
Siddhyanti became successful.
Siddhanti
Siddhyanti
became
becomes
successful.
successful.
No, never.
No,
No,
never.
never.
Itarani, which are inauspicious.
Itarani which are
Which are
inauspicious.
inauspicious.
Krithani, being performed.
Kritani,
Kritani
being
being performed.
performed.
Yet as much as.
Yet
Yet
as
as
much
much.
as.
Translation, please repeat after me. Maharaja Parikshit was a realist.
Maharaja
Maharaja
Parikshit
Parikshit
was
was
a
a realist.
Like the bees who only accept the sense of a flower.
like the
Like
bees
the
only
bees who
accepts
only
the scent
accept
of
the
a flower.
scents of flower.
He knew perfectly well that in this age of Kali,
He knew
He knew
perfectly well that in
perfectly
the
well
age of
that
Kali,
in this age of Kali,
auspicious things produce good effects immediately,
auspicious
auspicious
things
things
produce
produce
good
good
effects
effects
immediately,
immediately,
whereas inauspicious acts must be actually performed to render effects.
whereas
whereas
inauspicious acts
inauspicious
must be
acts
actually
must be
performed to
actually
render
performed to render effects.
So he was never envious of the personality of Kali.
So he was
in
never
in
in
case of the
of the
personality of Kali.
personality of Kali.
Purport.
The age of Kali is called the fallen age. In this fallen age, because the living beings are in an awkward position, the Supreme Lord has given some special facilities to them. So, by the will of the Lord, a living being does not become a victim of a sinful act until the act is actually performed. In other ages, simply by thinking of performing a sinful act, one used to become a victim of the act. On the contrary, a living being in this age is awarded with the results of pious acts simply by thinking of them. Maharaja Parikshit, being the most learned and experienced king by the grace of the Lord, was not unnecessarily envious of the personality of Kali because he did not intend to give him any chance to perform any sinful act. He protected his subjects from falling prey to the sinful acts of the age of Kali, and at the same time, he gave full facility to the age of Kali by allotting him some particular places. At the end of the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that even though all nefarious activities of the personality of Kali are present, there is a great advantage in the age of Kali. One can attain salvation simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Thus, Maharaja Parikshit made an organized effort to propagate the chanting of the Lord's holy name, and thus he saved the citizens from the clutches of Kali. It is for this advantage only that great sages sometimes wish all good for the age of Kali. In the Vedas, also it is said that by discourse on Lord Krishna's activities, one can get rid of all the disadvantages of the age of Kali. In the beginning of the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also said that by the recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Supreme Lord becomes at once arrested within one's heart. These are some of the great advantages of the age of Kali, and Maharaja Parikshit took all the advantages, and did not think any ill of the age of Kali. True to his true to his Vaishnavite cult.
Hari Om Tat Sat. So this is the beauty. See the King Parikshit Maharaj, he was so strong that not only he will not allow Kali to enter in his life, but also he is capable of protecting the poor, ignorant people from being attacked by Kali. That much guts. That is why boldly he gave locations to Kali. Come and stay in my reign. Let me see how you will touch my citizen. This is the king, this is the emperor. So beautiful it is. Because actually the Kali age is called fallen age, and all the living entities situation is very awkward because they are in totally ignorant and bodily concept of life, just like animals. Okay, if somebody will think that okay, if I've got education, I've got a good job with a good salary, I'm married to good spouse, and I am having maintaining a very nice family. I've got my own house I built. I got a car. I got some bank balance. I got very wonderful kids, and they are going to wonderful kids, and they're going to schools in a very high class, and that is called a very high qualified, civilized, perfect life. This much ignorant that they have. They didn't know that all these things are bodily concept and will not exist permanently, and the real goal of life they are missing. So much ignorant that they think just getting married and being in a good job with a bank balance and a reputation in the community is called a very successful life. You see how foolish they are. They think that is means life successful. That is why Advaita Acharya was very sorry to see the status of the people in Kali. He thought even I cannot. He is the Sakshas Mahavishnu, and he thought I cannot save. I cannot save. Even Krishna can't save. When Vishnu can't save, Krishna can't save. So they want Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is why Advaita Acharya started worshipping Shaligram Sila with the Ganges water and Tulasi at the bank of the Ganges and shouting very loudly, calling Krishna from the Goloka Vrindavan, so that Gauranga Mahaprabhu will come down. Only he can save these Kali Yuga people. If Mahavishnu decides that, then what to speak of any other kind of Vedic injunctions or rituals or any other processes other than what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave for this Kali Yuga. That will never work. Even Mahavishnu, he does not know the solution to the Kali Yuga. So he called for Lord Krishna. When Lord Chaitanya came, he only gave this particular solution to Kali Yuga. And Mahavishnu, who is Advaita Acharya, he found that this process is not only will work for the living entity, even the Mahavishnu himself becoming very ecstatic. Ecstasy, he is experiencing such love and ecstasy that he himself never experienced before. So, such a wonderful solution that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has brought. Then, what to speak of ordinary human beings? They're very, very, very fortunate. Even the Purusha Avatar considering themselves very fortunate to hear this particular Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime and being part of the pastime. What to speak of ordinary living entities? They are really most fortunate. And after all, Lord Chaitanya came not for Mahavishnu, by calling of Mahavishnu, of course, but he came for the Kali Yuga people. And this is the mercy of Mahavishnu on the Kali Yuga people, that he has called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this Kali Yuga. So, Kali is not a very big, powerful personality that you should fear. Any intelligent person will not fear Kali, because intelligent person can maintain his austerity, intelligent person can chant Hare Krishna and keep Kali away in his whole life. So there is no any kind of problem if one is following properly. So in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam also, it is said that by reciting Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. So, and it is also said that Sraddho Hridaya Vrudyate Yatra Kritibhi Susrushobhis. By attentive and submissive hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead at once is arrested within the heart, established within the heart. So this is the advantage of great age of Kali. In this Kali Yuga, if you just mentally offer a lotus flower to Lord Krishna or lotus flower to Guru, immediately it is happening, and you get all the benedictions, spiritual benedictions, blessings of this particular devotional service. On the other hand, if you want to say disturb somebody, you cannot disturb by thinking. You have to perform an act of disturbing him, then only he will be disturbed. So this is another important quality of this Kali Yuga, that the very nice transcendental activity and pious activity very easily you can perform even with mind. But whereas sinful activity and horrible activities you have to perform physically, otherwise it will not happen. So that's another powerful feature of this Kali Yuga. Why should one fear of Kali? One who has Guru and one who has this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which can simply eradicate Kali. You don't need to be very powerful. Let the Kali be any amount of power. With Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you can just check him. Anytime you will not allow him inside the life. So this is a beautiful, purport. Maharaja Parikshit was so powerful that not only it doesn't allow the Kali in his life, he was also able to protect all the poor citizens and the ignorant people from Kali. That powerful he was. That powerful he was. That is why boldly he has given location for the Kali to stay. Come and stay. Let me see if you can pervert even one citizen in my reign. That is Maharaja Parikshit. And we are so fallen that with the from the Kali, we may or may not protect others, but we can at least protect ourselves by chanting Hare Krishna. But if you preach this Hare Krishna, you can also protect others from being attacked by Kali, just like Maharaja Parikshit. So be Krishna conscious and preach Krishna conscious. That's the essence of this verse and the purport. Let's go to the next. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, verse 8. Kim nu baleshu surena
King nu baleshu surena
kalina dhira viruna
kalina dhira dhiruna
apramata pramateshu
apramata pramateshu
yo vrukondrushu vartate.
yo briko nrishu vartate.
Kim nu baleshu surena
King nu baleshu surena
kalina dhira viruna
kalina dhira dhiruna
apramata pramateshu
apramata pramateshu
yo vrukondrushu vartate.
yo briko nrishu vartate.
Kim nu baleshu surena
Kim nu baleshu surena
kalina dhira viruna
kalina dhira dhiruna
apramata pramateshu
apramata pramateshu
yo vrukondrushu vartate.
yo briko nrishu vartate.
Kim nu baleshu surena
Kim nu baleshu surena
kalina dhira viruna
kalina dhira dhiruna
apramata pramateshu
apramata pramateshu
yo vriko nrishu vartate.
yo briko nrishu vartate. Kim nu baleshu surena
Kim nu baleshu surena
kalina dhira bhiruna apramata pramateshu
apramata pramateshu
yo briko nrishu vartate.
yo vriko nrishu vartate.
Synonyms. Kim what?
Kim what?
What?
No, maybe.
No, maybe.
Baleshu among the less intelligent persons.
Baleshu
Baleshu
among the less
among
intelligent
the less
persons.
intelligent persons.
Surena by the powerful.
Surena,
Surena,
by the powerful.
Kalina, by the personality of Kali.
Kalina,
Kalina,
by
by
the
the personality of
powerful.
Dhira, self-controlled.
Dhira,
Dhira,
self-control.
self-control.
Cold.
Biruna, by one who is afraid of.
Viruna, by
Viruna,
one
by
who is
one who
afraid
is
of.
afraid of.
Of.
Apramata, one who is careful.
Apramata,
Apramata, one who is
One who is
careful.
One who
careful.
is careful.
Pramateshu, among the careless.
Pramate,
Pramateshu,
one
among the
Among the
careless.
careless.
Here, one who.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
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 who.
who.
Vrika, tiger.
Vrika,
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 tiger.
tiger.
Nrushu, among men.
Nrishu,
Nrishu,
among men.
among men.
men.
Vartate, exists.
But
What
they
Vartate.
exist.
exists.
Translation. Please repeat after me. Maharaja Parishit considered that less intelligent men might find the personality of Kali to be very powerful.
Maharaja
Maharaja
Father
Parikshit
Parikshit
considered
considered that
that
less
less
intelligent
men
men
intelligent
might
might
find
might
the
find
find
the
personality of Kali
personality
personality
of
of
to be,
Kali
Kali
to
to
be
be
powerful.
very
powerful.
powerful.
To be very powerful.
But that those who are self-controlled would have nothing to fear.
But
But
that
But
that
those
that
who are
those
Those
who
those
are
who
who
are
are
self-controlled would
self-controlled
have
would have
nothing to
controlled
fear.
nothing to
would
fear.
have nothing to fear.
The king was powerful like a tiger and took care for the foolish, careless persons.
the
The
king was
king
The
was
powerful
king
like
was
a
powerful
tiger
powerful
like
and
a
like a
took
tiger
tiger
care
and
and
a
took
less
And
care
of
for
the
the
person.
for the
foolish.
careless
foolish,
person.
careless persons.
Purport.
Perfect.
Those who are
Those who
not
are
devotees of the Lord are careless and unintelligent. Unless one is thoroughly intelligent, one cannot be a devotee of the Lord. Those who are not devotees of the Lord are prey to the actions of Kali. It will not be possible to bring about the saner conditions in society unless we are prepared to accept the scroll up. Modes of action adopted by Maharaja Parikshit, that is, propagation of the devotional service of the Lord to the common man. Haribol.
Hari Om Tat Sat. So Maharaja Parikshit was so powerful that he does not allow the foolish people to fall a prey to the actions of Kali. And but Maharaja Parikshit is no more here. That is why everybody fall a prey to actions of Kali. That also shows that almost everybody is fool. In this Kali Yuga, they are all foolish. That is why everybody now fall a prey for action of Kali. Despite that, Maharaja Parikshit, it is not that okay. As soon as he was cursed, he said, okay, it's all right. Let me go. You all go to hell. No, not like that. Parikshit Maharaj knows how to care for the foolish. Okay, from the onslaught of Kali. He has sat at the bank of the Ganges and waited for his spiritual master Sukadeva Goswami. And after Sukadeva Goswami comes, he is asking that Sukadeva Goswami, Parishit Maharaj is asking, what will happen to this Kali Yuga people? How they can be saved from the onslaught of Kali? And as soon as Parishit Maharaj asked, Sukadeva Goswami has answered him, Kalir doche nidhe rajan asti eko mahan guna. Maharaja Parishit, the Kali Yuga is full of faults. But there is one great benediction also. What is that? Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Bandha Param Brajet. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mantra, we can be liberated from all our sins and go to Vaikuntha. This is the essence of the Hare Krishna movement. All this degradation that has taken place, Prayen Alpayusha Sabhya Kala Vasmin Yuge Janam. The Kali Yuga, most people have short lives and it is further reducing. Slowly it will be so little that if a person lives till he is 20 years or 30 years, he will be considered to be a very old man. This is written in the scriptures. Now it is around 50, 60, 70, 80 years people are living. In India, it has been calculated even 50 years ago, it was calculated that average age is 35 years old. Or something like that. So, Prayan Alpa Ayusha. In this Kali Yuga, men will have short lives. They will not endeavor for liberation or gaining knowledge. So in this situation, scriptures say, Harirnama, Harirnama, Harirnamaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nastyeva, Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gadiranyata. So in Kali Yuga, if you want any spiritual progress, liberated means that is birth, death, old age, and disease is not natural phenomenon, but unnatural. A living entity is Nitya Shashwatam. He is eternal, everlasting. He will never die. Nahanyate hanya mane sarire. The destruction of this material body does not result in the destruction of the soul. The soul gets another material body. Tatha dehantara prapti. So if me and you all are eternal and the Lord is also eternal, Nityo Nityanam Chetana Chetananam, the Lord is also eternal and spirit and we are also eternal and spirit. So the Lord wants that you who are eternal and do not have any birth and death are now entangled in the cycle of birth and death and need to get out of it. This is called mukti or liberation. Mukta Sangha Param Vrajet. So we have to chant Hare Krishna all the time to not only keep away from Kali, but also we have our successful completion of the life to get your forgotten original constitutional position. Our constitutional position is that we will never die. And now we are dying. So we have to give up one body, take another one, then give up that up. And among 8,400,000 species of life, we keep moving about in them. This is our bondage. And to get free from this bondage is called mukti, swarupena vyavastiti. Constitutional position is that we will never die. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanudarshanam. Therefore, the Lord says, you have solved all other problems, but your real problem is birth, death, old age, and disease. Solve this. Solve this. Huh? So it's very simple. Simply chant Hare Krishna and engage everybody is also in chanting Hare Krishna. What is the difficulty? And in this way, you can understand what is Krishna. Janma karma cha me divyam yevam yoveti tattvata. So you know, then you will understand, okay, what is Krishna. Because Krishna is telling, although I am unborn, I am Devaki Nandana, I am Yashoda Nandana. There is reason for this. So you can understand from Janma Karma Chame Divyam, his appearance, his activities are not material, they are transcendental. So that is the beauty of it. So once you know that, then you also will not have Punarjanmam Naiti Mam Eti So Arjuna. Then he does not get another material body on leaving this present one. Where does he go then? Mam Eva. They come to me, Krishna says, in Vaikunta, in Krishna Loka. So Krishna is telling. So that is a purpose of our life and that is the purport of this particular verse. So let's go to the next. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, verse 9. Upavarnitham etadva
Upvavarnitam me tattva
punyam parikshitam maya
punyam parikshitam maya
Vasudeva katopetam
Vasudeva kathopetam
Akyanam yad apruchata
Akyanam yat apricchata
Upavarnitam etadva
Upvavarnitam me tattva
Punyam parikshitam maya
Punyam parikshitam maya
Vasudeva katopetam
Vasudeva kathopetam
Akyanam yad apruchata
Akyanam yat apricchata
Upavarnitam etadva
Upvavarnitam etadva
Punyam parikshitam maya
Punyam parikshitam maya
Vasudeva katopetam
Vasudeva kathopetam
Akyanam yada pruchata.
Akyanam yad apricchata
Yeah, one of you recite.
Upavarnitametadva
Upavarnitam etadva
पुण्यं परीक्षितं मया
पुण्यं
पुण्यं
पारीक्षितं मया
वासुदेव कथोपेतं
वासुदेवकथोपेतं
आख्यानं यद् अपृषत
आख्यानां यदपृच्छत. Synonyms. Upavarnitam, almost everything described.
उपवर्णितं
Almost everything described.
Etat, all these.
एतत्
All these
Va, unto you.
unto
unto you.
Punyam, pious.
पुण्यं
Punyam pious.
Parikshitam, about Maharaja Parikshit.
पारिक्षितं
About
about
Maharaja Parikshit.
Maya, by me.
Maya by me.
Vasudeva, of Lord Krishna.
Vasudeva of Lord Krishna.
Katha, narrations.
Katha narrations.
Upetam, in connection with.
उपेतम
Upetam in connection with.
Akhyanam, statements.
आख्यानं
Statements.
Yat, what?
यत्
Yet what?
Apruchata, you asked for me. You asked from me.
अपृषत
You asked from me.
Translation, please repeat. O sages, as you did ask me, now I have described almost everything regarding the narrations about Lord Krishna.
O
O
sages,
sages,
as
as
you
you
did
did
ask
ask
me,
me,
now I have
now I
described
have
almost
described
everything
almost
regarding the
everything
narrations about
regarding
Lord
the
Krishna.
narration about Lord Krishna.
In connection with the history of the pious Maharaja Parikshit.
in
In
connection with
connection with
the
the
pious
history of the
Maharaja
pious
pious
Maharaja
Maharaja Parikshit.
Purport.
Srimad Bhagavatam is the history of the activities of the Lord, and the activities of the Lord are performed in relation with the devotees of the Lord. Therefore, the history of the devotees is not different from the history of Lord Krishna's activities. A devotee of the Lord regards both the activities of the Lord and those of his pure devotees on an equal level, for they are all transcendental.
Hari Om Tat Sat. So, Krishna Katha, there are two types of Krishna Katha. One is what Krishna directly spoke, that is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. One is the devotees spoke about Krishna and his devotees, that is called Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam is full of devotional service. This is on the order of Srila Narad Muni. Vyasadeva has compiled, and then he has given us this wonderful, wonderful narration of Srimad Bhagavatam, which alone can sanctify everything and everybody. So the whole Vedic literature, Sri Vyasadeva has written for very long time with the very utmost sincerity, Vedas, Upanishads, Mahabharata, everything, but he was not satisfied. So much work I have done, but I feel I am undone. That is because that will not save the conditioned soul, rather that will entangle further the conditioned soul. In the name of religion, they perform ritualistic activities for want of sense gratification. All activities mentioned was fruitive activities in the Vedas. Vedeshu Durlabam Adarlabam Atma Bhakta. Krishna cannot be known by the Vedas. Vedeshu Durlabam. Veda cannot know Krishna. Adurlabam, that can be known by Atma Bhakta, only from the pure devotees. So only Srimad Bhagavatam, which comprises of full of glories and pastimes of Lord Krishna and his associates and his devotees, this only can, purify us and give us the real constitutional position. So Narad Muni ordered Srila Vyasadeva to write only one literature is enough for the entire Kali Yuga people. So please write the Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, this Krishna Katha has come, and Parikshit Maharaj is born devotee. His birth is wonderful, his life is wonderful, his death is also wonderful. Even at the time of death, he has given us this Srimad Bhagavatam. He has become the media of conveying this Srimad Bhagavatam through the Acharya Parampara to us. He was also the media to give us the secret of how to eradicate Kali, and he did not declare it. He has asked as if he doesn't know. He knows very well. He was a person. Parikshit Maharaj was the one who face to face met the Kali and stopped him from all perverting. How is that Parikshit Maharaj does not know how to eradicate Kali. It is impossible. But because of his mercy on us, he has asked Sukadeva Goswami how to save these people from Kali Yuga, as if he doesn't know. Just because for us. And while dying also, he knows that I'll be killed now, and my Kali Yuga people should not suffer because of this Kali. Kali will not be successful at all, even if I die. That was Emperor Parikshit. So he asked Sukadeva Goswami, and Sukadeva Goswami gave the Kali Doshe Nide Rajan, the Krishna Sya. So by giving this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Parikshit Maharaj, through this Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj has saved all of us, even these future generations of the foolish generations of the Kali Yuga, Kaloshudra Sambhava. They also have been saved by this Maharaja Parikshit. That is the beauty of the emperor, not just during his life alone, he is protecting his country and citizen and then he will die. No, not at all. That is why his death is also wonderful. His death is also wonderful. Another wonder of his death is that he knows when he is going to die. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Even Bhishma doesn't know when he is going to die. Bhishma was given the benediction by his father as whenever you like, you can die. But he doesn't know when he will like and when he should die. But Parikshit Maharaj knows when he will die. This is the most wonderful position of the Parikshit Maharaj. And before death, Parikshit Maharaj protected the whole world, even today's world, by giving this Hare Krishna Mantra, by giving this Srimad Bhagavatam. So, this is very, very important. Dharma Swanustita Pumsams Vishwakshena Kathasuya. So if one is not interested to hear the Katha, Vasudeva Katha, then Samayava hi Kevalam. All his efforts are futile attempt only. The formalities will not help. We must enlighten ourselves. We must enhance our propensity to hear about Vasudeva. Shravanam, that is wanted. Simply formalities will help us very slowly. One who is interested in hearing about Vasudeva, his progress is very quick, very swift. Otherwise, it will be simply formalities and futile attempts. Vasudeva Paro Dharma, Vasudeva Paragati. He is the ultimate goal. Krishna is the ultimate goal. Go back home, back to Godhead. He is the Paragati. It is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is very nice, and this verse is very, very nice. Essence of knowledge, Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramakha. We should take advantage of the study of Srimad Bhagavatam in this direction and make our life very successful. So that is the purport of this verse. And let's go to the next verse. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canton, chapter 18, verse 10. Ya ya katha bhagavata.
Ya katha bhagavata.
Kathaniyoru karmana.
Kataniyoru karmana.
Guna karmasraya pumbi.
Guna
Gunakarmasraya
karmasraya
Samse vyastha bubushubi.
Samsevyasa bubushi.
Ya katha bhagavata.
Ya
Katha
katha bhagavata.
bhagavata.
Kathaniyoru karmana.
Kataniyoru
Karmana.
karmana.
Gunakarmasraya pumbi.
Gunakarmasraya pumbi.
Samsevyasta bubushubi.
Samsevyasa bubushi.
Ya katha bhagavata.
Ya
Katha
katha bhagavata.
bhagavata.
Kathaniyoru karmana.
Kathaniyoru karmana.
Gunakarmasraya pumbi.
Gunakarmasraya pumbi.
Samsevyasta bubushubi.
Samsevyasa bubushi.
Yes, someone recite once.
Ya katha bhagavata.
Ya
katha bhagavata.
Kathaniyoru karmana.
Kathaniyoru
karmana.
karmana.
Guna karmasraya pumbi.
Gunakarmasraya pumbi.
Sanse vyasita bubushibi.
Samsevyasa
Samsevyasa
bubushubi.
bubushi.
Synonyms. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah, and whatsoever.
Yeah, and
Yeah, and
whatsoever.
whatsoever.
Katha, topics.
Katha,
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 topics.
topics.
Bhagavata, about the personality of Godhead.
Bhagavata,
Bhagavata,
about the
About the
about the
personality of
personality of
personality
God.
of
Godhead.
God.
Godhead.
Kathaniya, were to be spoken by me.
Kathaniya,
Kathaniya, where to
spoken
be
by me.
spoken by
By
me.
me.
Uru Karmana, of him who acts wonderfully.
Guru
Guru
Guru Karmana of
Karmana,
him who
him
acts
who
him
wonderfully.
who
acts
acts wonderfully.
Guna, transcendental qualities.
Guna,
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 transcendental
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 qualities.
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 Karma, uncommon deeds.
Karma,
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 uncommon
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 deeds.
deeds.
Ashraya, involving.
Ashraya,
Ashraya,
involving.
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 Kumbhihi, by persons.
Kumbhi, by
Kumbhi,
Kumbhi,
person.
by
persons.
persons.
Some say Vya, ought to be heard.
Some
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 say
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 the
the
ought
ought
to
God.
to
be
be
heard.
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 All of them.
The
All
All
of
of them.
them.
All of them.
Bubu should be by those who want their own welfare.
Bubu
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 to
should
should
be
be
by
be
by
by
those
those
who
who
those
want
want
their
own
their
own
own
welfare.
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 on welfare.
Translation, please repeat after me. Those who are desirous of achieving complete perfection in life
Those
Those
who
Those
are
who are
who
desirous
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 of
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 achieving
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 complete
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 perfection
perfection
in
in
life
perfection in
life
life
perfection in the life
must submissively hear all topics that are connected with the transcendental activities and qualities of the personality of Godhead who acts wonderfully.
must submissively hear
submissively
all
hear
must
all
topics
topics
submissively
that
that
are
hear
are
all
connected
connected
with
topics
with
the
the
that are
transcendental
transcendental
connected with
activities
the
activities
and
and
qualities
transcendental
qualities
of
of
the
the
activities
personality of
personality of
Godhead
of
Godhead
who
who
acts
personality of
acts
wonderfully.
Godhead
wonderfully.
who acts wonderfully.
Purport.
Purport. The systematic hearing of the transcendental activities, qualities, and names of Lord Sri Krishna pushes one towards eternal life. Systematic hearing means knowing him gradually in truth and fact, and this knowing him in truth and fact means attaining eternal life as started in the Bhagavad Gita. Such transcendental glorified activities of Lord Sri Krishna are the prescribed remedy for counteracting the process of birth, death, old age, and diseases, which are considered to be material awards for the conditioned living being. The culmination of such a perfectional stage of life is the goal of human life and the attainment of transcendental bliss.
Hari Om Tat Sat. So it's very, very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful verse translation as well as, very beautiful purport. So this is Krishna Katha, very important. The beginning is Srimad Bhagavata means Krishna. It cannot be otherwise. That is Krishna Katha. The Bhagavad Gita is also Krishna Katha. Katha means words. So Krishna, words spoken by Krishna, that is Bhagavad Gita. And words spoken about Krishna, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, or about Krishna's devotees, like Parishit Maharaj's life we are seeing. About Krishna's devotees, that is Bhagavata. So Bhagavata, there are two kinds of Bhagavata. One is the book Bhagavata and another the person Bhagavata, the devotee. He is also Bhagavata. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommends that Bhagavata Paragya Bhagavata Sthane. You should go and read Srimad Bhagavatam from the Bhagavata, person Bhagavata. Otherwise, you will misunderstand Bhagavata Paragya Bhagavate Sthane. So, this is very important that how this Krishna Katha should be heard, and it should be sung, and it should be assimilated, and it should be preached. This is the most important essence of the life, what activities we should perform. So, Bhagavad Katha, not as a business of 7 days Bhagavata Shabdaha. Nowadays, so many people, for want of name, fame, glory, and money, they are conducting. Not like that. We should hear from the bona fide souls. That is very, very important. You should not hear the Bhagavad Gita unauthorized ways and, means. Actually, there are so many authorized commentaries you have of Bhagavata. Like your Sridhara Swami is there, Veera Raghavacharya is there, Vijaya Dwaja is there, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Jiva Goswami, Giridhari Goswami, so many, nowhere it is stated that you hear Bhagavad Gita for 7 days. Huh? This 7 Sabdaha, this concept has come by this particular foolish people. So you will not find anywhere. Therefore, this 7 days Bhagavata Katha, so far we can understand it is not authorized actually. So, because even in Bhagavatam, the sloka says, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, not Sabdaha Bhagavata Sevaya, right? So, Nityam, Mat Kathaya cha Nityam, never you will find 7 days. In another place also it is said, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, Nityam, you have to hear Bhagavatam daily, not that a prescribed method formality for 7 days. No. That is not authorized. Here it is also said, Mat Kataya, Bhagavata Kataya Chanityam, Maddeva Sangat. Not in the association of karmis, jnanis, yogis. No, that will not help us also. Narottam Thakur is telling, Ham Dere Charana Sevi Bhakta Senevas, Bhakta Sanevas, Janma Janame Hoy Ei Abhilash. To live with the devotees. If we associate with the karmis or the jnanis or the yogis, then it will not be possible. Then you will be misled. Therefore, it is said, Maddeva Sangat. Maddeva Sangat means one who has absolutely taken the shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, Gauranga's lotus feet, Maddeva. There are many others. Nobody is Deva. Deva is only Krishna or Gauranga. But there are others, demigods. 33 millions of Devas are there, so-called. But Krishna, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamekam Sarna Praja. He says, nobody else said that. Okay. So, one who has taken such a vow that Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, I shall take to the shelter of Krishna, Gauranga. That is not very easy thing, but that is the ultimate point. That's the ultimate point. So, this Krishna Katha, listening to this Bhagavatam constantly is most important. And it is not a choice. What it is written here, must submissively hear. All topics that are connected with the transcendental activities, Janma Karma Devyam, and qualities of the personalities of Godhead. So you have to have his qualities, activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is Adbhuta. He is working wonderfully. He creates, what is that called? Herculean task or uncommon deeds he does. So thank you very much. Any questions or comments or realization you can share with us. 5, 4.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hari Bol.
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
भगवान श्री कृष्ण के ऐसे दिव्य यशस्वी कार्यकलाप जन्म, मृत्यु, जरा तथा व्याधि के उपचार के लिए संस्तुत औषधि हैं, जिन्हें बद्ध जीव भौतिक पुरस्कार समझता है। तो ये जन्म, मृत्यु, जरा तथा व्याधि का उपचार के लिए संस्तुत औषधि हैं। ये समझ में नहीं आती, कौन सा कार्यकलाप जन्म, मृत्यु, जरा तथा व्याधि के उपचार में औषधि है?
वो क्योंकि वो औषधि इसलिए लिखा कि जो अपने आप को ये देह, ये शरीर समझता है, उसके लिए यदि कोई आप रिवॉर्ड देना चाहते हैं तो वो यही रिवॉर्ड है कि उसको जन्म, मृत्यु, जरा और व्याधि, यानी कि जन्म लेना और मर जाना और बुढ़ापा आना और बीमारी होना, यही 4 चीजें उसके लिए जो औषधि बन के रह जाता है, उसी के लिए, उसके लिए अच्छा चीज यही 4 मिलेगा। चाहे वो कुछ भी कर्म कर ले, कुछ ना कर ले, चाहे वो पाप करे या अच्छा कर्म करे, कुछ भी करे या कुछ भी ना करे, उसको ये 4 अवश्य मिलता ही रहेगा। और यही 4 उसके लिए दिया गया है। तो किसी चीज को आप करने से इन 4 से बच नहीं सकती हैं, इसलिए कुछ भी करके क्या फायदा है। लेकिन इस 4 से बचने के लिए अगर ऐसी कोई कार्य है, वो दिव्य कार्य है। वो भक्ति है, जो डिवोशनल सर्विस है, उसको करना चाहिए। इसी को प्रभुपाद कहते हैं कि बेस्ट यूज ऑफ बैड बार्गेन। हमने ये जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि को मांग करके लिया है इस हर शरीर के अंदर। इसलिए इस जन्म मृत्यु जरा वारी जब हमको मारते ही रहता है हर पल, उस वक्त हमें क्या करना चाहिए? उसके साथ लड़ना नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि वो तो हमारा है ही, हर जन्म पे मिलेगा, हर शरीर में मिलेगा, चाहे जानवर हो या इंसान हो या देवता हो, किसी भी शरीर ले लो, ये जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि आपका अपना है। इसलिए उसके साथ ना लड़ करके, अपने समय नष्ट ना करके, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र का जप करो और उसका प्रचार करो, भगवत कथा सुनो, भगवत कथा पाठ पढ़ो, भगवत कथा बाकी को बताओ, बस ये हमको करना है। तो इसको बोलते हैं बेस्ट यूज ऑफ बैड बार्गेन। तब हमें असली औषधि मिलेगा, जो इस जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि से वो परा है।
धन्यवाद प्रभु।
थैंक
हरे
यू।
कृष्ण प्रभु।
यस।
ये परीक्षित महाराजा जब जो कलयुग वासी के लिए आने वाला कलयुग वासी के लिए जो हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र ने जो बताया गया, वो कहाँ पर गलती हुआ, कहाँ पर ये हुआ कि आज कलयुग इसी स्थिति में है? क्यों ऐसे पूरा
गंगा किनारा में हुआ है।
हाँ वो हुआ, बट कलयुग आज आज क्यों ऐसे कहीं भी हरिनाम संगीत नहीं चल रहा, सगर ऐसे चल रहा, तो उनको परीक्षित महाराजा को जो हुक्म को नहीं माना गया।
हाँ, नहीं माना गया। वो तो राजा को भी नहीं मानते ना, पूरा राजा को हटा दिया और डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट आ गया। और खाली जो है वो ब्राह्मण कल्चर जब गिर चुका है, तो सुनने वाला कोई नहीं है। इसलिए सारे मूर्ख लोग जो है अपने अंदर से एक मूर्ख को अपना लीडर बना चुन देते हैं, और वो मूर्ख बैठ करके मूर्ख का काम करता है। तो खाली उसका पूरा प्रयोग करके गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा ये क्या बोलते हैं उसको, तस्मा खोलना, जो लिकर शॉप, ब्राथल शॉप और गैम्बलिंग शॉप, ये सब कुछ खोलने के लिए गवर्नमेंट खुद लोन भी देता है और गवर्नमेंट खुद अपना दुकान भी चलाता है। तो ये पूरा कली का गवर्नमेंट है ना, कली का एजेंट बन गया। वो लोग कली का डिसाइपल है, महाराजा परीक्षित का डिसाइपल नहीं है। तो इसलिए हमको चाहिए, कृष्ण भावनामृत में जो लोग हैं उनका, वो लोग कली का एजेंट नहीं है। हम लोग जैसे इस्कॉन डिवोटीज है, हम लोग कली का एजेंट नहीं है। तो हम लोग जो है भगवान चैतन्य महाप्रभु का एजेंट है। इसलिए हम जो है बाकी लोगों को हम बचा सकते हैं, गवर्नमेंट को भी मिला के हम बचा सकते हैं इस कली से। क्योंकि कली हमारा पास तो आएगा नहीं। अगर हम गवर्नमेंट के अंदर चले जाएं, तभी गवर्नमेंट के अंदर हम जब रहेंगे तो कली नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि हम हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र का शरण लिया हुआ है। तो इस तरह हमको ही बचाना है सबको।
ओके
तो
ओके,
हमारा
हरि
कर्तव्य।
बोल। ओके, हरि बोल। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Hari Bol. So let's resume our class on Monday at 7:30. Till then, Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam की जय,
जय
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 श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय,
जय।
जय।
वैष्णव प्रणाम।
वांछा
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री
नमो
कृष्ण महाराज की
नमो
जय।
नमः।